through our new property called Community IM, where we're embedded both on our partner sites and over at Meebo.com, such as News Corp's gaming site, IGN, and the social network, My Yearbook. So why don't we go ahead and tap on Paul's name there. And it looks like he wants to catch a movie sometime. So let's go ahead and say, sure, Watchmen. Awesome. Now, of course, you may be wondering, why didn't Meebo wait until now to build a native iPhone application? And as you can see, I just got a push notification from my girlfriend, and she's asking if I can grab a bit of milk on the way home. So we're going to answer that, keep me out of trouble. Meebo felt that push notifications was the last bit of technology in the iPhone that we needed to build a truly fantastic experience for the users natively. We didn't want to drain their battery life, and we wanted a really simple way for them to be able to quit out of the application and easily get back in when it made sense. So why don't we go ahead and respond to Monica, say, yes, dear. Fantastic. Now, we also wanted to put just a little bit of extra spice in our application on the iPhone as well. And so you can see down at the bottom, I've got social feeds, and it looks like I've got a new notification there. So let's go ahead and click on that. So our partners in Community IM can let users, like on Flixster, know that a friend of mine on Flixster rated a movie. Or over on I Beat You, it looks like Elaine added me as a friend. Great. So we're really excited about the application that we're bringing natively to the iPhone. Thank you guys very much. The goal was to build something that was just completely seamless between Meebo's properties on the web and Meebo on the iPhone. And we think we've created something very special. Take care.
As you can see, Meebo is a perfect candidate for push notifications. And in fact, it's the reason they can bring it to the iPhone now with iPhone 3.0. Next, EA, Electronic Arts. Electronic Arts is one of the largest game developers in the world. And they already have 10 great games on the App Store, including Tetris, Spore, SimCity, and Monopoly. To tell you what their experiences have been like with the iPhone 3.0 SDK, I'd like to bring up Travis Boatman. Travis? Travis.
Hey, everybody. So it's really excited to be here again. The last time John and I were here on stage was about a year ago when we actually announced Spore for the original SDK launch. And after the SDK launch, we've seen a tremendous explosion of usage and innovation in the mobile game space. So we're really excited to be back here again today to talk about the 3.0 version. Now, the 3.0 version is bringing a lot of new interesting features, and we wanted to have a game that would demonstrate the use of some of these features. And the game we have chosen is a game that sold to over 100 million consumers, or 100 million units worldwide. And that game is, of course, The Sims. Now, you can see here on The Sims, we've got a character who's waving at us. He's probably as comfortable as I am here on stage, so we'll call him Scott. So let's go ahead and bring Scott into the game. Now we're only showing you one small room of the Sims world here, just Scott's house. So we're seeing Scott's doing a tour of the house. It's all done beautifully in 3D. And again, this is only done with a couple weeks of work here on site. One of the interesting features about this is you'll see in the lower left-hand corner, Scott's got a whole bunch of simoleons. And simoleons are sort of in-game monetary units that the Sims use. Let's go spend some of his simoleons to upgrade his house and customize a little bit here. You'll see that there's a lot of different features we can choose to customize his house, whether they're things like stereos or bookcases or special bathroom utilities. But you'll notice at the very top of the screen, let's scroll back to the top, you see there's a red icon that indicates new features available, right? So these are new features that are being populated over our servers, over the network. Let's go pick that hi-fi stereo pack, because that looks kind of like something fun we might want to play with. Now here you see the indicator for in-app commerce, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that item. And this item that we're purchasing and we're going to bring into the game isn't just cosmetic. It actually has gameplay value and modifies the features of the game. So let's go ahead and bring that in and put it probably in the living room. So we showed you a little bit of in-app commerce. The second thing we're going to show you is the media access. So this particular stereo, Scott likes it. So you can see we're going to use in-app commerce. Now we're going to use the media center. So go ahead and tap the stereo, and we're going to play music directly off the iPhone or the iPod Touch. So he seems to like that. And if you don't like that music, you can tap it again and go to the next song. That seems pretty good. So we're hoping that if our Sims like it this much, so will our consumers. And that's an example of what you can do with the SDK 3.0 for iPhone. And that's the Sims 3, and we're Electronic Arts. Thanks, everybody.
I don't dance like Elaine. I love the fact that they're accessing the built-in iPod music library right from the application now, available now in iPhone 3.0. Next up is Oracle. Oracle is the largest business software company in the world, and they're already serving both their and our joint enterprise customers with 5 applications on the App Store. To talk you through their experiences with the iPhone 3.0 SDK, I'd like to bring up Hody Crouch. Hody?
Thank you, Scott. At Oracle, we've had tremendous success with the iPhone. In a very short period of time, we brought out a total of 5 new iPhone apps, and the response has been truly amazing. So we jumped at the chance to come here to Cupertino and enhance some of our apps with the new features of the iPhone 3.0 SDK. Let's imagine that Chris here is a vice president of manufacturing for a toy company. He's on his way to meet with a new supplier when, as you see here, he's gotten an alert on his iPhone. So by tapping the View button here on his iPhone, Oracle Business Indicators is automatically launched. The app establishes a secure connection back to the enterprise and retrieves more details about the alert. It looks like we've got a critical problem on our teddy bear production line. And as we see here, we're running critically low on plastic eyes for the teddy bears. And nobody wants yet another victim of the worldwide shortage in teddy bear eyes. So Chris is responsible for several factories, and so he's often on the road. He loves how he can use his iPhone with Oracle Business Indicators to keep tabs on the performance of his organization. And he can use that updated information as he goes into the meeting with the supplier to get an immediate resolution to the problem. Now, even though this supplier has stepped up to the plate and is helping solve our issue, there's still going to be a brief delay in delivering these outstanding orders. So again, using the power of Business Indicators, we can go in and view the outstanding orders. And as we see here, it looks like Bears & More, a key local retailer, is going to have the most impact. So we'd like to reach out to them and make sure that they're well informed as we go through the process. So again, Chris can use Oracle Mobile Sales Assistant to retrieve more information about the Bears & More account. This mobile sales application goes into our back-end CRM system, again, establishes a secure connection back to the enterprise, and pulls up this additional data. So as he scrolls down, we can see the account representative listed in the owner field. And in a few short steps, without even leaving the application, he can send an email directly to that account rep so that they can keep the customer informed while we fill their outstanding order. Even though Chris is on the road a lot, he can keep in constant contact, receive these alerts as he's out there, and respond immediately to changing business conditions. Now, in real life, Chris is a member of our CRM product development team. Along with members of our business intelligence team, we were able to modify 2 of those 5 applications I talked about earlier with the new capabilities of the iPhone SDK, including email sheet and push notifications. Thank you, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks, Hody. You know, J.D. Power and Associates recently ran a survey of business smartphone users, and the iPhone ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. #1 in customer satisfaction among business smartphone users. Business users love the iPhone, and they love it even more because of apps like this from Oracle. So thank you. Next is ESPN. ESPN, as I'm sure you know, is the worldwide leader in sports. And it's certainly where I turn for all of my sports scores and news. They have one of the best web apps out there for the iPhone. And now, with iPhone 3.0, they're moving into native app development. To talk you through their experiences, I'd like to invite up OK Okaro.
Thank you. The ability for ESPN to be within arm's reach throughout the day present